So Compas on the Beat is on tour this summer, and that is NFL training camp tours. And the first stop we have is the Las Vegas Raiders, Henderson, Nevada. As you can tell, we're not lying. We're out here in Henderson, and I think a storm is about to come,
I know,
the
right?
desert kind. But I have my guy here, Victor, producer, to help me out with some video here. We're learning about the video world. You know, we're like podcasters. We're experts. Sometimes we're football writers. Now we're video people. I know we're learning. But Vic, how you doing so far here and day one of the tour?
Pretty good. This is a good learning experience. Nice facility that we got to experience today. So it's been really nice just getting to know all the reporters, the beat reporters for the Raiders. We have some nuggets for you. Make sure you're following this guy over here, Gilberto Manzano, because he's got you covered for all the tour, for all the camps that he's gonna visit.
Yeah, Victor, we try to do it all here. Maybe next time we'll get two microphones. But again,
Yeah.
we're learning here, and I want you guys to follow on the camp tour here. And check out my story at si.com. I have a feature with Josh McDaniels. I even have some insight from my Raiders notebook. But let's talk some Raiders right here, right now. And the big news, I guess, from a guy who's not here. Josh Jacobs is a running back. He's not here. McDaniels doesn't seem too worried about it, Victor. But from the three guys who are here splitting carries, I know there's one guy who takes the carries first, but it did not seem like a lead back. It seems like a committee. What did you
Right.
see from the
Yeah.
running back approach right now?
Yeah, it is a. It looks like it's a committee. You got Samir White, you got Sincere McCormick, and then you also have Amir Abdullah. And I mean, it's going to be a committee if Josh Jacobs doesn't come in. But as you talk to Josh McDaniel, it sounds like he'll be in before game one of the season. So good news for Raider fans. If don't panic. It sounds like from McDaniel's that things are going to get resolved and he'll be in. So I mean, and then Samir White, he looks about 10 pounds, a little heavy. Like he's added some muscle, so he should. I mean, he's a second-year guy. He was supposed to be the guy last year in case they traded Josh Jacobs or they released him because they played him in the Hall of Fame game. So, but we saw Josh Jacobs become the NFL leading rusher. So as of now, it looks like they're going running back by committee. What are your thoughts on that?
Yeah, again, it's not a time when you press the panic alarm and say, "Where's Josh Jacobs? Where's Josh Jacobs?" And I get it. You need to have your reps. You got to be ready to go. But it's still early. About to be August 1st. We're gonna flip that calendar. So maybe when we get close to September, maybe worry a little bit. I don't know about the contract getting resolved, Victor, but I think he's gonna come in, take that paycheck, play some football, and then maybe at the end of the day, guys who are getting reps right now will benefit them during the regular season because in the NFL, depth matters. Injuries occurred, unfortunately. So these guys like as Amir White, Sincere McCormick, are getting those reps. And I don't know if I'm going to buy into it, but Amir Abdullah had a lot of hype in 2015, second round pick with the Lions, with the Vikings. He can't really find his stride, but he was making plays out here, and it was just one day without the pads, Victor, I might add.
Yes.
But still, it was plain to see he was heavily involved, and that kind of takes me to the next guy that I really kept my eyes on. It's easy to kind of follow the quarterback, especially a guy like Jimmy G, right?
Right.
He has all the attention there, and people might make a lot from his two interceptions today. I don't really view it that way, and I'm not trying to be like the positive guy here, but I think training camp is very important when it comes to mistakes and just kind of figuring out your new surroundings. And to me, it was very impressive that third pass in that sequence,
Yes.
he kept his eyes up, went downfield, threw a nice pass to DeAndre Carter, and in a spot that only he could get it, and he wasn't gun shy. So I think that confidence, prioritizing chemistry over mistakes and getting in your head, was a big thing to see. But you, Victor, what did you see from Jimmy Garoppolo today?
Yeah, I think that was a great point by you about him being able to recover. And he remember he hasn't played in about what 8 months.
Yeah.
He hasn't been on a football field, so that was actually good to see. He's getting the rust off. And as you said, they're not in pads, so we're just trying. We only got a glimpse about 15 minutes, and we got to see about 10 or 15 plays from Garoppolo. So that was good to see. It was just good to see him be able be able to hit Devontae Adams. And I know there's been a lot of questions. Well, he's not going to be able to hit Devontae Adams, and we saw that was like Devontae Adams is the man. And like for all the criticism that Jimmy G has been getting in terms of how he's going to fit into this offense, he was able to rip it, and we saw a glimpse of it. So like you said, we're gonna see whether that it comes to fruition come game one against the Broncos. So, but it was good. What about you? What were your thoughts on Jimmy Garoppolo?
Yeah, I want to stick there with the wide receivers because, again, it's training camp. You don't want to get too carried away. But Victor, real quick, the rookie was Trey Tucker. Did I get that
Yeah,
right?
Trey
I
Tucker,
got it right.
third
Third
round
third
pick.
round pick this year. He really stood out to me, and the rain's about to come down, so we got to be quick here. But Jacoby Myers, Devontae Adams, and I don't know what's gonna happen with Hunter Renfro, but you get four guys that make plays. That's pretty good here. But Victor, we should probably get going
Yes.
because the rain's coming down. Maybe this will be a good video, but I do not want to mess up the camera here on day
Look at
one
that,
of the
guys.
tour.
Live from
So,
Vegas. This is what
rainstorm and the
happens.
desert storm. Let's get going. Ya nos vamos. Yeah, let's get out of here before a mess.